Good whatever time of the day it is you happen to be listening. This is the P&A Podcast Express Quick Trip.
Holy moly.
Quick Trip.
He's Adam Filkins. I'm Phil Nickel. Not going to lie to you. This is a get-over episode to just get us to 50 for Saturday.
Yep, this is a total phone it in, even though we're not phoning it in.
We are here live at the Silver Tavern in Deckerville, but it is still Monday. But you're listening to this on Thursday. We just need the numbers to build. So this is episode 49, but it's quick trip number 15, 16?
15 or 16?
X.
16?
Yeah.
X, yeah.
Put an X, that way you can always put a multiplier in there.
I can look it up if people really want to know.
I don't think we're concerned.
But I'm not concerned with
I'm
it,
not
so you shouldn't be
concerned
concerned either.
But anyway, May 1st, Saturday, live at the Silver Tavern in Deckerville, we will be recording our 50th. I can't believe this is gone.
So just to clarify the live portion, we will be broadcasting it live.
Correct.
So in real time, everything that you're going to hear is
and
in
we
real
don't
time.
edit.
And you'll notice that it is exactly the same as every other episode because we don't do anything with them post-production wise or anything like that.
That's right. We've had to splice some episodes, but that's
splicing is different.
That's
than
within
editing.
the rules.
Yeah.
That's within the rules. The context of what we're trying to do.
You even hear us when we come back in and we're like, what the fuck just happened?
Holy ballsack.
Yes. Yeah, this is some crazy shit going on.
Unacceptable.
Yes. Inconceivable.
Inconceivable. Yes.
So, yeah, we have all that going on, but our 50th episode, 5-0.
Yeah.
The big 5-0. Phil or I, neither one are 50. Our podcast is older than we are.
That's beautiful, Dave.
Yeah.
That's
so
beautiful.
this is 4-9er.
Damn. And
4-9er.
Nine. What am I, German now? You can actually email us at pineapplenipplearsehole@gmail.com or pnapodcastexpress@gmail.com. We need your input. We want your input. Dude, I'm still blown away by J.R. Jupiter's segment on Tuesday. That was fucking amazing.
You know, there's some things that you just can't quantify with words.
Transcendence.
And that is one of them.
And one of the things you can do is send us, where do you want J.R. Jupiter to report from?
Where in the world is J.R. Jupiter?
You could either send us an email or even Saturday, if you're in person, pass us a note.
Yeah.
And if your name's on it via email or a note, J.R. Jupiter will give you a shout-out if you gave him a good suggestion to report news from.
Yeah, if it's shit, he's not going to shout you out at all. Or he may call you out.
Yeah, he's like I don't understand why I'm here.
Yeah. But yeah, he'll be doing...
He pre-recorded that, by the way, for us. That was a drop.
Yeah, that was a...
Yeah. Oh, shit! Yeah, nice.
I kind of like that one.
That's good.
Yeah.
But send it.
Yeah, send it through to us. If you would like to call in live on the show,
go on.
Like via telephony.
Telephony? What are you, Andrew? If
you would like to call us on the telebus,
yeah.
If you would like to call us on the telebus, you call in ahead of time and you let us know.
Hello, I'm Roger. I'm calling you from Tennessee.
Caller number 12, you're on the air.
From telephony.
I spent a night with a girl and now it burns when I pee.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, what you need to do is go get yourself some penicillin. But anyway.
Go to the Tractor Supply.
Yeah, Tractor Supply. Go back to this section with medicines.
Go to that refrigerator in the middle near the dog food. Get yourself some penicillin. Then you run to the dollar store, you get yourself some pipe cleaners. You'll be all fixed up.
That is quality. So if you're Alexander Graham Bell and you feel like calling into our 50th episode extravaganza and you don't need penicillin, or if you want or need penicillin, that's a great suggestion.
For more medical advice, you can call us.
Don't take said medical advice. Okay.
But yes, we would love to take your calls because I know not everybody can be in Deckerville.
Yeah.
I mean, not everybody is that lucky.
I mean, yeah. Fucking nailed it. Not everybody can be that lucky.
So if you cannot be in Deckerville, but you still want to be a part of the 50th episode extravaganza.
In mind and spirit,
yes.
And not necessarily body, you can call in.
Through the magic of the cellular network.
I don't
We can bring
understand
you
it.
in.
I don't understand it. I said, you know what? The internet is a fad. It's never going to take off. I still believe that.
Yeah,
The
yeah, me
internet's
too.
not here to stay.
No.
This is a fad.
Pretty sure it's shrinking as we speak.
Yeah, I mean, like the Edsel and like Crystal Clear Pepsi. It's just a fad.
Like the cryptocurrency stuff.
Yeah, it's just a fad.
Even though I've made a bunch of money on the cryptocurrency here lately,
Like-
it's going away.
Like the Nazi Party. It's just a fad.
yeah,
It'll go away.
yeah.
There's the internet's not here.
Did you
to
mention
last.
Crystal Pepsi?
Yes.
Got a great story about Crystal Pepsi.
Go on.
Okay, so this actually happened here in Deckerville.
Oh shit.
Me and two of my buddies from high school, we were driving around, and in his car, we were up to no good. Started making
We're up
trouble
to-
in the neighborhood.
Got in
And-
one little fight and your mom got scared.
No, there was no fights.
Oh,
but so we discovered we were very low on gas, and this was when the gas station right at the Four Corners was open.
Yeah, CMS.
And so my one friend happened to be a Pepsi distributor.
Oh,
And he had a whole bunch of Crystal Pepsi in the back in the trunk of his car.
just randomly. I love it.
And he goes, "Oh, we can dump this shit out. Nobody wants it." So we dumped it all out and returned the cans for gas money because none of us had any cash.
You
on.
shit me.
So
you
we're
dumped
literally-
this product out.
We're literally dumping like gallons of Crystal Pepsi out. He had like 6 cases of Crystal Pepsi. So we dumped out $10 worth to get gas.
So for all of you there at PepsiCo, that tells you all you need to know about the quality of
Yeah,
Crystal Clear Pepsi.
You keep bringing that shit back, like people
There's
want
a
it.
petition right now to bring it back.
Oh, it's so horrible. Oh my god!
Remember the big commercials during the big game? We can say it here. We don't give a fuck about copyright infringement. The Super Bowl.
Yes.
Because
Well,
come ding us. What are you going to get?
They've marketed it 2 different ways. They had Pepsi Clear,
Yes.
and then Crystal Pepsi.
Oh, shit. You're right.
And because, well, obviously the term Pepsi Clear did not ring true with the people, so
Right.
let's bring out Crystal Pepsi because that's way better. Same exact shit, but
More horrible.
yeah.
Kind of like Zima. Anyway, I got a shot here. It's episode 2. Listen to it. I'm going to take a drink.
Drink.
Yeah. Zima. So I found a case of it a couple of years ago when I lived in Mason, and I had to buy it out of principle.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I sat there and I carried it up to the counter. It was at Rite Aid. And the lady said to me, she's like, I don't know what I'm supposed to charge you for this. As a matter of fact, we're not supposed to sell it yet. And I'm like, why is it on the floor then? And she's like, good point. And she's like, so can you put it back? I'm like, no, I'm taking this home with me. And she charged me like $12.99 for it. And then the next day there was a sign on it that said $18.99. So
Well, when I was
that was my Zima story.
when I was younger, I remember one time up in Caseville for the 4th of July.
Yeah.
We bought a bunch of Zima because we'd heard it was good, and
Oh.
you put Jolly Ranchers in it, right?
Of course.
So that did nothing to the flavor. Zero.
No, that's an urban legend.
Zero to the flavor of it. But
That's
so
one
we
of
were
those
stuck-
urban legends that's terrible.
So the first night we're in Caseville for 4th of July, you got like 6 guys sitting around a campfire
Drinking
Zima,
Zimas.
and we're like, this fucking sucks. And it just so happened the first night, because we went up on like a Wednesday, and 4th of July was actually on Saturday.
Right.
So there was like nobody up there yet.
Yeah.
So we were hoping maybe, one of the things we mentioned when we cracked the first one open, we're like, this sucks. We're like, well, at least there's going to be some chicks up here. We can give them some Zima. They'll drink it. They're fans of the Zima. There were none. So we ended up getting pretty drunk on Zima, but geez, oh Pete's, was it terrible. And the worst hangover ever.
Of course.
The worst hangover ever.
Because it's a malt beverage.
I slept in the back of a truck in the bed of my S10. And
The S10. I like it.
and I had a buddy of mine that actually slept in the cab. And an S10 is not long enough for a 6'2" person to sleep in.
Of course not.
So we were both rather sucked in the morning because we started drinking before we set up a tent.
And imagine though, if you will, to do that now, I would probably die.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because I couldn't snail up like that now. It would take me 2 days to unfurl.
Yes. Yes. And that's pretty much exactly what had happened was
Yeah.
you see what had happened was
You see what had happened was. I
so
like it.
we were not in great shape for the rest of the weekend while we were up there.
Right.
I have also slept underneath a car on Sand Road during Caseville 4th of July weekend.
Yeah.
So a friend of mine had a station wagon that actually sat fairly decent off the ground, and it was too hot to sleep in the car.
Yeah.
So we actually crawled under the car in the sand.
To catch the cross breeze in the sand. And,
And it was just drizzling out enough to where you didn't want to just sleep outside.
Yeah.
So we crawled under the car and slept.
And used it for cover.
And then the next morning, I was so stiff and sore, I almost couldn't crawl out from under the car. I'm like pulling myself out like some kind of like broken robot.
Bleep, bloop, lore.
Yeah. So, Caseville holds a lot of good memories.
Let's put a pin in this, and I have some great Caseville stories too.
All right.
But I don't want to go too long now. I think we're at the point where we can wrap this up.
And we're only at 10 minutes.
Are we?
Yeah.
Holy
We
crap.
got a good 5 yet.
I better talk about more shit then.
You might want to break out a Caseville story.
Oh, Jesus. So, you see, what had happened was they used to have this 3-on-3 tournament, but the rims were lower. They had the 9-foot
rims.
It
The
was
Red
Dunker.
Hacker.
Yeah, the Red Hacker. Yeah, we'll see it, Ed. And they had the 9-foot rims. And actually, the team I was on has, I believe, almost everyone listens to this podcast. And we went up there and we got really, no, I'm done with that. We got really, really intoxicated. And
No. I'm shocked.
so we go to play basketball the next day. And mind you, I think I was 22 at the time. So I had been out of high school for 3 years and out of sports for about a year and a half at that point. Well, I mean, true sports. I was still bowling on the bowling team. But so we're up there, and I remember I had a breakaway on a 9-foot rim, and we had been drinking all day. This was the third game. The sun was out. The sun was hot. And I got fucking denied severely by the rim, trying to go up for a dunk on a breakaway on a 9-foot rim. And I ate fucking, we got destroyed too. I think we end up losing almost every game. And some of the big hitters were on that team. We had a good team. We just got fucked up so much that we couldn't even fucking function. And it was amazing. I couldn't even dunk on a 9-foot rim, and at the time I was almost dunking on a 10-foot rim. I got denied by the rim. Wham!
I've played in that tournament a few times, and it was we never did well up there because it was a lot of drinking. So one year up there, after we got done with the tournament, we went over to the place where they have the go-karts and all that stuff.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I mean, we drank before we played basketball, and then we started drinking again.
Yeah.
So we get on these go-karts, and I mean, we're T-boning each other. We're just
All those things they tell you not to do.
everything on the sign that said "Don't do this."
Yeah.
We were doing. So they stop us early, right?
Right.
So what do? We go right back in and buy more tickets.
You're like, fuck you. Yeah.
And so we wait a few minutes. We went and did like the bumper boats. We played around a
Let
golf
it breathe
drinking.
a little bit, yeah.
We go back, and the guy literally says to us, he goes, "Didn't I have to kick you guys off a little while ago?" And I saved the day.
Yeah.
I said, "Would they have sold us tickets if you'd had to kick us out of here?" And he goes, "Well, I guess not." So we got like 3 laps in before he kicked us out of here.
Just T-boning.
We were pit maneuvering people. I mean, it was just great.
Oh, Caseville.
Didn't I just kick you guys out of here? Would they have sold us more tickets?
So did I tell you're going to have to be my historian here. Have I told the story about the salt shaker in the bar and the guy standing up aggressively on the podcast? I think I've told that story.
I think you did, yes.
That was that same weekend I got rejected by the rim. In Caseville.
So
and Haas, we love you. Fuck.
He's
a beast.
Have I told the story about the friend that slept with a married woman and needed his hat back?
No.
Okay. So this is the same weekend as Zima.
Okay.
So this was day 2.
All right.
We had real alcohol. We had more people come up on Thursday. And the campground at this point is just packed.
Right.
And I actually had my tent set up.
Yeah.
Learned my lesson. Set my tent up.
I love it.
And so we're all sitting around the fire, just getting ready to say, call it a night. We're all just hammered. And this one friend of ours had been gone for quite some time.
Yeah.
And there's me and 2 other people sitting at the fire. We're the last Mohicans.
Well done.
He comes walking up and he's like, hey, I need your help.
Uh-oh.
I'm like, and he's serious.
Yeah.
Pretty drunk, but very serious. I'm like, dude, what happened? He goes, so I was in this chick's tent.
Oh, boy.
And, we were doing things. And her husband came in. Her husband came back to the campsite, so I had to, exit the tent really fast. And I left my hat in there.
Oh.
And I'm like, yeah, totally not worth going to get. He's, no, we're going to get that hat.
Define your hat.
He goes, we're going to get that hat. And this was a very worn hat before you could buy them all worn out.
Right.
This was
Pre-worn,
like his
yeah.
hat. Like, to see him not with this hat was very strange. So I knew some shit had to go down for him not to be wearing this hat.
Right.
So I said, I'll go back with you. He goes, I got a plan. So we get to the campsite, and the guy is in the tent sleeping. Like, you can hear him snoring.
Oh yeah.
And the lady is sitting out, obviously very upset because he knew what was going on.
Right.
And she's sitting at the fire. So we sneak up to the campsite, and my buddy's like, I know right where the hat's at.
All right.
I'm like, okay. So we walk up to the tent, and I don't know what he's going to do.
Right.
And he whips out a jackknife and just whips it out, cuts the tent real quick, reaches in there and feels all around. We hear the guy wake up.
Right.
He grabs his hat, and we take off running.
Are you fucking with me?
I'm
He
not
knew
fucking with
exactly where that hat was.
Well, not exactly, because he reached in and he was
No, he's
grabbing all
pawned. He
over
was
this
pawned.
guy.
He knew the vicinity, though.
Yes, he knew the vicinity about where that hat would be in the tent. And he got the hat, and we got the hell out of there. But this guy was screaming. Security's at their campsite. He's screaming at the top of his lungs, I'm going to find you. I'm going to fucking kick your ass.
No shit.
And we're 150 yards away at our campsite going, I hope to hell he doesn't recognize the hand that was reaching in that,
You hide your hands for the rest of the weekend,
Yeah.
George Costanzo.
Yes. So that was...
What the fuck? Seriously, but so you cut the tent.
Oh, he sliced a 1.5 foot long slice.
And what was on this hat?
Oh, it was just like an old, an old car. It was like an old farming hat, something with seeds or something on it.
Really?
Yeah.
And he wanted that back.
He
that
wanted
badly.
it back that badly that we risked life and limb. And dude, it happened so fast.
That's hat. That's hat dedication.
Yeah, we're sitting by the edge of this tent, and we walk up to it. And as we're walking up, he goes, "I know right where it's at," and I don't know what he's going to do. I don't know if I'm thinking, well, maybe it's outside the tent.
So this is also doubled as my friend is a dick, and here's why.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He not only did he dick the guy's wife, but he fucked up his tent.
Yeah. So he fucked up his tent just to get a fucking Dairyland Seeds fucking hat back.
Yeah. And the
By the way, Dairyland Seeds, if you want to sponsor us, somebody should. I
They
don't know.
don't.
No,
They
nobody
don't.
wants it. I'm hopeless.
somebody will.
I mean,
50 episodes?
We sponsor people now, though.
Yeah.
People come to us.
Oh, by the way, Tuscola Palooza.
Thank you.
Which we will be talking about them a lot during the live show.
So sorry for everybody, but yeah, Tuscola Palooza has been great to us. Eric, thank you.
That is going to be August 7th.
Yeah.
I believe it's 7th or 8th. Whatever that Saturday is.
Yeah.
Without looking it up because I'm totally unprepared. But live
that doesn't
music,
sound like us.
Live music, no, not at all. Live music, it's going to be an all-day event.
Yeah.
Check out their website, TuscolaPalooza.com, spelled exactly like you would imagine a nonsensical word being spelled. And, check it out. Live music, it's gonna be a good day. We're going to do something there.
We will have some capacity. In the
Yeah,
show.
we will have some sort of involvement. So,
Horrible.
check
I love
it out. Come on out.
No, the show's going to be great. We're going to be horrible.
Oh,
and
we
I
will
love
be.
it.
We will be the low light of that show.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, a good friend of mine cut a hole in a tent. Total dick move because it just happened so fast. Like,
Why would you want that hat back that bad?
He ripped the hole in the tent, and then the hand just goes in up to the shoulder, And I can hear him just beating around,
And I
feeling
bet
for
you he
stuff.
slapped that dude on the forehead.
he probably-
or maybe in the junk.
I was going to say, he
he
probably tagged
gave
him
him a
in the
handy.
junk.
He probably gave him a handy.
Yeah, well, that's the least he could do after banging his wife. Well,
Amen.
And he told us the story the next day. He's like, yeah, halfway through, she tells me,
I'm married.
I hope my husband doesn't come back. I'm married.
Oh,
And he's like, it didn't slow me down at that
it
point.
might have increased the pace a little bit.
But
yeah.
he says it,
Yeah.
it was a whole thing.
Oh, Jesus Christmas.
But yeah, that was a good memory.
Good. Caseville has all those memories for all of us. And Caseville is nothing but debaucherous activity as far as I'm concerned.
Well, look at Cheeseburger. Cheeseburger is not like
Yeah.
there's
It's not a wholesome family activity.
no. I mean, I think there's portions of it that are.
Yeah.
But I've never played up there in any of my bands during Cheeseburger. But I've
course.
talked to people who have, and they're just like, "Holy shit! What a party!"
What a party.
So if you would like to have the P&A Podcast Express at your event in
We will
Caseville,
sponsor it.
yes,
I guess because that's what we do now.
yeah, we'll come out and we'll talk. We'll bring dried meats.
That's what we do.
Yeah, it's kind of our thing.
Ha! We have an MO. All right.
We
should
definitely do.
We should get out of here.
We should. It is time.
Yeah, and I have to pee a lot.
So, in 2 days,
2 days. May 1st,
approximately
Saturday.
48 hours.
Yes, Saturday, 7 p.m. at the Silver Tavern in Deckerville. The old STD Silver Tavern, Deckerville, Michigan. Live event, our 50th episode.
Come out and pregame with us. Get
Yeah.
here, get here 5:30, 6 o'clock. We're probably going to be here at least by 6, maybe
Yeah.
5:30. Come on out, get a burger, get fries, make it a thing, make it a night.
Do it.
And
support
come out
local
and hang out
business
with us.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll love it. We'll have fun. It'll be great. I'm nervous.
Let us know if you want to call in. I'm not.
Yeah, I know you aren't. I'm nervous.
It's one of those things that it can't turn out any worse than our regular episodes.
Touche. With
So-
that, you've reassured me.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I'm going into Saturday with a new attitude. All right, let's get out of here. He's Adam Filkins. I'm Phil Nickel. P&A Podcast Express. Email us. Pineapple Nipple Arsehole Well, there. I fucked that up. Pineapple.
nipplearsehole@gmail.com or P&A Podcast Express.
Thank you.
Perfect nipple alignment podcast express @gmail.com. Come on out and get on the podcast. Email us. We'll put you on live.
That's right.
You can phone it in even.
Enjoy. Make good choices.